What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Green. He's loose. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Green. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. That's caught. It's Durham. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the ground, it's Durham. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They're on the board first here in the season opener. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Green. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. Off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. Back to throw, it's Green. Still looking, on the move. Oh, could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks joined the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Got the first down. Looking for more. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Creates a little space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good...
Just keeps moving. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Green. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control with this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Lots of running room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Green. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. Bulldozes it, and the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit...
Turning on the Jets! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it through this defense. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a golden boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards.
Try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers? A lot of times they're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak. And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give out of the gun. Running into the open space. Oh, a lot of space. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Great place to start for this offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Perry. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Liberty has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them.
He lets one fly deep. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback moving. Slings it downfield. He's got it. First down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Green. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Running to Green. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. They'll try it over the left side. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And the Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working here.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Washington. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Razorbacks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that there he goes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Some misdirection with the counter. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Pushes for the goal line. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.